Well, it's quite the scene today at a local business. A teenager makes a mistake and pushes the gas instead of the brake.
Yeah, and you can see the damage behind me. Drives straight into this Parma restaurant today. Keith Grant joining us from the restaurant right now. So what's the damage looking like, Keith?
Brian and Nicole, a little bit of a mess here, as you can expect when a car runs into the front of a business. We're at Charlie's Philly Steaks here in Parma. The car hit the curb here, going right into the front of the restaurant, blowing right through it. It looks like it's just getting boarded up. This is just getting finished. When we were here earlier, full hole into the middle of the restaurant. No one, surprisingly, injured when the car went into the restaurant, but the manager, who was in the back of the store at the time, pretty shaken up when we talked to him hours later. Tire marks on the floor inside a restaurant. Police say a teen driver hit the gas by mistake, jumping the curb. The SUV made it halfway into Charlie's Philly Steaks. These photos captured right after the crash. Right here on Ridge Road, one of Parma's busiest streets. Bricks scattered across the lobby, glass shattered on the floor. Police tape wrapped around chairs blocking off the restaurant. The menu still up on the wall, but nobody's ordering today. The crash took out the exterior wall, left this place looking like a demolition zone, and even shut down the Starbucks next door. The store owner says he was in the back when it happened. He didn't hear much, but when he walked up front, he saw a car sitting in his lobby. He says he stood in shock for 20 minutes. He spoke with us, but was too shaken to go on camera. His biggest concern now, getting his employees back to work. All right, once again, no one else injured in this entire thing. The manager said he hopes to have this Charlie's reopen soon. Police say no alcohol or drugs involved here, just a new driver who mistaked the gas for the brakes. Brian and Nicole.